One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Florida Atlantic Owls. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Memphis offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Tigers want to move quickly. Looking downfield, it's Boyd. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. He gets a block. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. So Florida Atlantic's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the field.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pressure coming, and the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. He nails it, a 58-yard field goal.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. To the air, it's Boyd. Catch in the middle, it's Henry. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They want to get this defense on its heels.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. Pulls it in. It's Lopez. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. The short hands. It's Lawson. Open space at the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And this... Be stopped for no gain. Memphis picking up the tempo.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Memphis will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Got it near midfield. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He's going to take off. Fights off a defender. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity.
Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Excellent pass by the back on the option. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Boyd. With the catch, it's Clark. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. Punt is in the air. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. This is just what they wanted, a quick start, a 17-0 lead, and now they have the ball back. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Balls and fired complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Boyd. With the catch, it's Henry. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He wants to change this route. Trying to get the edge on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
The quick out. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown Owls! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that is why this defense is so good. They get after the quarterback and get him on the ground. That's their 3rd on the day, and they're number 1 in the country in sacks, and they have been a problem for every offense they've faced.
Makes the grab. It's Henry. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Quickly out to the tight end. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out. Let's get some positive yards.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Quick completion to the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down for this offense.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
At the 35, he's loose. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. And the Owls have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Rides the back and leaves it. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. A strike downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Owls! Great job by the back on the option. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
34, Memphis, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gain.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. Slings it downfield. It's caught. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Boyd. Got a man, it's sacked. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. Breaks into the open. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for a man. It's Boyd. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Touchdown, Memphis! Ball that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
34, Memphis.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He'll pull it down. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Florida Atlantic races to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. It's Hampton. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Hard running there. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking downfield, and time is running short. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes, and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult, and I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that 1st down marker. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis.
Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Got it behind the line. It's Lopez. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. That's caught. It's Lopez. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. This offense says it's 4-down territory, taking a chance from the 43. Quick release by the QB, fighting off the defender. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Grab behind the line. It's Hampton. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Boyd. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Memphis will be forced to punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy...
And the heat gets home. They knock it down back at the 45.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Rushes on him. Escapes trouble. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got room at the 35. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Boyd. Got a man in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida Atlantic has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete in this makes a 4th down stop. Great place to start for this offense. The give to the back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the 2nd half to get back in this game?
Leaves it with the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Mung. Fires left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. The Tigers are marching down the field. They just keep firing. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Now they'll run it to the right here. There he goes. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's set. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there's some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. San Jose State is putting on an offensive clinic. They built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 35 over UNLV. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Dupree. Still on his feet at the 45. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option, the give. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Trying to pound it in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game. You just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Makes the catch at the 30. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 41. A quick pass to the left.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
The Owls come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll pitch it. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on fourth down.